Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Hello. This video is gonna be super short and cute and sweet. First of all, my name is Annabella Sasha. Thank you for watching my videos. Subscribe if you aren't currently subscribed. I'm currently in Columbus, Ohio at a hotel. I was invited to an influencer party for the Summer Nights from Pretty with Abby and Tina. You guys probably know them on TikTok. Had so much fun, and it was partnered with Lyft. So I'm in Ohio. My flight leaves in a couple hours, but I have to be out of this hotel in like 25 minutes. The Summer Nights from Pretty series finale. Yes, I know there is a movie coming out. I was made aware of it the same time you all were. I was shocked. When I tell you I was shocked, I was shocked. But I just wanted to give some notes and thoughts about the finale. Again, I post a lot of it on IG and TikTok. My thoughts on these things. We watched it together at the watch party last night, which was fun. But I watched it like on the flight to the party. So I watched it like at 4 a.m. for my first flight because it was a layover. And then I finished it in my second flight and I was crying on that flight. Like the lady next to me was looking at me like, and I was out here like at the end. I have a lot of thoughts about this finale. So let's just start and get it out of the way from the beginning. Too much damn Jeremiah Fisher in this episode. I don't know if he had the same amount of screen time as Conrad and Belly, but it felt like he did. Too much time spent on him. Nobody cares. Oh, he's cooking now. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. I don't care. So his whole storyline was him cooking a dinner for this important thing with Taylor and Denise helping. Him and Denise got together at the end of the episode and I thought, okay. And I think I have similar thoughts with most people where this felt like it wasn't the finale at all. It felt very unfinished. Like, you saw that Jeremiah finally got closure with his father and a bit of closure with, like, the idea of Conrad being his quote-unquote, like, competition. And he was, like, trying to do something that he was proud of, which was nice. Taylor and Steven and their whole thing about him moving to SoCal, I'm in San Francisco, and her being in Boston and being like, how would you not tell me? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The B plot was not B plotting. It was not interesting. I was very bored. We just glossed over the fact that Adam may or may not have had a heart attack or might be getting a heart attack. I don't know. He just was glossed over. Meanwhile, in Paris, Conrad shows up at Belly's doorstep like a desperate, adorable, loving golden retriever. He was on them steps waiting. Too cheerfully, but I add. She gets off that little scooter with Benito. Bob? Whoa, was that a bob? I don't know if I hate it or love it. That bob is so interesting and strange at the same time.
What's wrong with the bob?
Your bob don't look like hers. Hers is tight. You're supposed to wear them straight. If she has hers.
She made her bob now.
Like, I think, obviously you can tell, it's definitely, like, a wig. Not a wig, but, like, sometimes they did something with her hair because I don't think they actually cut it. The hair was interesting, to say the least. It was very interesting. Bob. Okay? Bob. She sees him, he sees her, he's excited, but he's like, oh my gosh, who's that guy? And then she's like really awkward and weird, and she's like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, oh, this is so strange. And then he's like making up an excuse about how he has a conference in Brussels, and I'm like, dude, there's that desperation that I love, the yearning that I love. Yes. She doesn't even invite him inside, which I think real, period. Because that girl, she hasn't done anything in the past is set boundaries for herself. So she invites him. He wants to visit Paris, kind of like take up her plans. She's like, sure. And again, it's been a year since the whole wedding thing happened, so it's been a while back and forth. And, Conrad, we saw him change his flight for this girl, do all this and that. Cute. She's like already flustered and going through it. Real girl. Because he's doing a lot right now, okay? And then again, we go back with this B-plot stuff. I don't care about Jeremiah and his trauma. I'm sorry. I'm tired. He's taking up the whole season. I literally do not give a rat's ass. Just them being around Paris, which it was like the best thing to witness. When I tell you, I was like, oh my gosh. Yes. Like them in the art gallery when he's looking at her, when she's looking at the art, like she's looking at what's beautiful, he's looking at what he sees is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Them in Versailles was beautiful. It was just like they were feeding us. Him taking that little picture of her when she was on the bus. adorable. Like they had this whole conversation on the rooftop that like I don't know, it basically showed how much like they really listened to each other. You know what I mean? Like she was referencing things that he had said to her so long ago, and he was doing the same and talking about how he was like, "Come on, Paris never stood a chance." I was like, that was so. And I got, I was like, yes. And you know what I really loved was that he wasn't like, you have a life here and I hate that because I want a life with you and like I want you to choose both. Because Jeremiah, he had that manipulation tactic of like, you should be choosing me because that's what a real partner does, so such and such. Whereas like Conrad was like, I love that you made a life for yourself here and that you're finding yourself and that you've grown into who you want to be. He like loved that, and I think that played a role into like the ending and what happened. But so basically he's like, okay, what time do you have to meet your train? He's like, I'll go to the last show, I don't really care. I'm like, period. And she invites him to the birthday party and he meets all of her friends. Everyone already is like, yeah, we know about you, Conrad. We've heard things. And then they have the dinner. She's with Benito. Benito gives her this picture photo thing and it was like, cute. Benito, you are finito. We don't care. We don't care. And then at the actual dinner, they're talking back and forth. And he was like, yeah, we usually have Belly's birthday at Cousins, and I thought I'd bring a piece of Cousins to her.
Anyways, no, I didn't come to Paris because it's close to Brussels. I came here because every year we would spend Isabel's birthday at our summer house in Cousins, and she's here now. So I thought I'd bring a little piece of Cousins to her.
Oh my God.
And then Benito's talking about oh, I will always be the boy that taught you how to ride, like a motorbike or whatever, a scooter. And then Conrad's like, I will always be the boy who taught you how to ride a bike! Well, he actually was the boy who taught her how to... we need to move forward. Oh, the scene where she has, like, they're talking, the birthday cake thing, and she's blowing out the candles and looking at him, and he's looking at her, and I'm like, this is cinema. Jenny, I think you need to go into directorial ship. Start directing movies again. Cause girl, you did something. That was so pretty. Such a pretty scene. It reminded me of like 16 Candles or something. And the next scene they're talking about, like everyone's like smoking whatever, marijuana. And they're smoking that good stuff. And he's referencing something that she says. And she's like, do you memorize everything that I say? Remember everything I said? He's like, yes, immediately. No hesitation. Yes. Hot. And it's crazy because it's literally parallel to season 1 when they're in the pool and he's like, do you remember everything I said? And she's like, you're so full of yourself. Like, yes. I love a callback. I'm nostalgic AF. I love a callback. He's like literally telling her it wasn't her fault, which is so true. Everything that happened with Jeremiah and Conrad was bound to happen because their family was broken before Belly was even involved. Like they were a hot mess beforehand. So there was not much she could have done anyway. But I do like the fact that he like allowed her to have some peace from that guilt she's been having, because I do think like he thought that she was like hiding out in Paris, which she kind of was. But at the same time, like, it's what she needed. Like she needed to get over that trouble with those boys. Dare I say, she needed to like be with Benito for a little bit, because if you were stuck with the same 2 people from your hometown your whole life, this is all you know, you don't grow, you don't really get to like see the world. You're kind of stuck in this same position and you don't really like, your brain is not like, you become traumatized. Okay, I have 10 minutes, I need to get out of this hotel. Then this next scene is them being like, I love it that we're under the same moon tonight. What in the world? That's so... Jenny, I can't breathe. Can you give me a second? And she admits that her getting upset with him over the corsage and the whole prom situation was stupid. And it was. I think back on that, I'm like, that's why you guys broke up. And I know Conrad pushed her away because he was going through grief, but like, oh my gosh, that was so stupid. When I think about it now, I'm like, all of this over a corsage? We could have avoided the whole Belly and Jeremiah nonsense, getting married nonsense. Oh my gosh. He's like, I haven't moved on. Have you? She don't answer him. She gets him instead. And they get their free go. Guys, literally that whole scene, the car ride, them playing fast, and then playing that Taylor Swift song, and then them in the hallway in the stairwell of her apartment. If I was her neighbor, I would have complaints, because what the hell is going on? 3 a.m. And him that whole time being like, I'm dreamed of this. Ah! Bro, that whole scene, I've literally seen it like probably 5 times because of TikTok. And at the watch party, we watched it twice because it was just so good. Belly instantly, you could see she's on her avoidant. She's on her avoidant BS. She's literally like, yeah, like, you have to catch a train. You should probably go now. It's 4 a.m. I'm like, he's like, oh, I can just go. I can miss the first day of the conference. I can just go the next day. And she's like, no, I think you should go. Girl! We all gasped because, first of all, I'm gagging. I'm like, Jenny, we have 8 minutes left of this episode. Why is she already being avoided? Don't piss me off. Girl, don't piss me off. What do you mean? And then they're having a whole conversation and he's like, I can just miss it. Da, 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 da. She's like, no, I think you should go. And she's like, did I do something wrong? Conrad, no, you did nothing wrong. You literally did nothing wrong. She just avoided. She's been through trouble with your brother. What do you think was gonna happen when you came here? I was gagging. Lola, you had me there. I was like, this isn't funny. This isn't funny because where this goes, the scene goes in the next 2 minutes can make or break my week. And I'm not strong enough for it. Him opening up about his feelings and being like, I changed everything on myself, but I can't get over you. Her believing that he was in love with her because his dead mom wanted them to be together was crazy. I'd be like, I don't think anyone's that committed to what their mom wants, especially because the way that he loves Belly is so like apparent and painful to watch. Like we've seen it all season, that like it's not really an obligation thing. In fact, Jeremiah felt like more of someone who he was sticking with Belly and wanted to be with Belly so badly because it was so familiar to him, and it was something where he wanted to be loved so badly. That's more of where that was.
Is this it taken? Conrad, I choose you of my own free will. If there are infinite worlds, every version of me chooses you.
It was so perfect. Her being like, I want to be with you, and him crying. Her being like, in the infinite worlds we live in, like, I just know that I want to be with you. I was like, I'm so happy that Belly was just being like really honest for once. I felt like it was just a season of like Conrad hiding his feelings for the sake of his brother, and like her denying her feelings for the sake of the brother. And it was like nice finally seeing her be selfish. But she was only really able to do that because she was finally like in Paris away from them and like on her own. I think this was a great example of like you could love somebody and still be independent and still have autonomy and like the choice be yours. I feel like because she was so traumatized from Jared's relationship, of how he kind of manipulated a lot of things and made her feel so guilty in the relationship because she didn't want certain things or whatever it was, that she almost felt like she was doing a lot of things out of manipulation, that she was like, she wasn't even used to like Conrad being honest with her and being like, no, I want to be with you just because I want to be with you. And I was like, that's literally so sad and so scary. Like she almost wasn't with him. I did feel like the ending was so abrupt and not finished, which is why I'm so happy they're coming out with a movie, because it just felt so incomplete. Especially because in the books, I think they get married or proposal happens, and I was like, there's no way this is how it's ending, and that's exactly how it was ending, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, tell me you're joking. I'm excited to see what's coming next, because the ending was like her going back to Cousins, her head out the car window, but Conrad being the one driving her. What happened to the Range Rover is a real question. And then them being cutesy walking to the house, and like you kind of get in your head like, oh, she gets the house like in the future because obviously they're gonna get married. And then they gave us photos for Christmas, and I was like, that's it? What is this? I was sobbing on that plane. It was really embarrassing. I was like, this cannot be the end of this can't be the end of the story. And it wasn't, because there's gonna be a movie, and I'm so excited. Please invite me to the movie premiere. I will be sad. Anyways, that's all my thoughts. I'm sure you probably share the same sentiments. Too much Jeremiah. They took too long to get Belly and Conrad together, and it's kind of annoying that we had to wait 3 seasons for this nonsense, and it's kind of painful. And the ending made you feel empty. I think those are the same thoughts that everyone shares. Like, but all in all, great. Loved it. Conrad won. Team Conrad for the win.
The talented girls, the amazing girls. The guys, they're just like over there.
If you're Team Conrad, you a real one. You a real one. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Everything is Annabella Sasha on all my socials. We're already at 300 subscribers. Crazy. We're almost at 400. 400 babes. So share this video, subscribe, like, comment, and yeah, I hit 17K on TikTok. I'm trying to hit 1,000 on Instagram by the end of the month, so we'll see. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. I have to be in this downstairs in the lobby in like 5 minutes, so. But bye.